Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna. Here basically we are discussing another topic, that is city creation. In city creation, basically we are discussing another topic, that is Microsoft creation, Microsoft testing to creation. In this basically we are discussing the sand creation. In sand creation, basically that's a Microsoft sand creation. Microsoft management group basically say that basically we decide basically whose generation is supposed to go next and whose generation is not supposed to go next for the sand creation, which is of Microsoft sand basically. Here basically assume that basically I have taken one example of Sunil or Ramakrishna Nair basically. He is basically first basically we have taken the example of his generation will go, and in second example we have taken the his generation will not go next. In that basically how the sand was created, that basically we saw. Now basically we saw that basically in this basically one of the person told that basically it might possible that Oxford group basically might be creating problem, and they might decide basically for example uh, one of the Microsoft group told that basically Microsoft basically asked the Oxford group basically in this basically sand creation which data we should take basically. Oxford group basically, can you please tell me? Then Oxford group told that basically okay basically let me give some time basically, we'll connect with the Hindustan department, that is the Hindustan government basically, who are basically nowadays the IT department, that are the software companies basically. Let me ask basically them only basically. And they told that basically okay basically ask them, and then basically tell basically which generation is supposed to go next and which generation is not supposed to go. And few people says that basically this is data is given by the Bollywood industry basically, that are in front of the world, that is Mumbai, and really basically that is not in Mumbai, they are basically staying somewhere else. So they told that basically we will let me ask to the Bollywood industry also and the software industry basically whether they can give the data or not. So like this they told that okay basically we will give this data basically to the Oxford group, and then basically the Oxford group got the data basically that these all are the data. First we will take that basically these all are the data. In this basically Sunil R Nair data was not there. So they told that okay basically Sunil R Nair data is not there. So they basically created the plan, that is management level plan, and get sent to the Microsoft that this data you have to take, and if this data basically is inside your basically energy basically, then please remove it in any in basically you can say any types of plan basically you create it. Whether you want to kill him basically, then kill him, and then create that the data basically which is required, and don't take this that data basically which is not required. So in that not required data basically you can finish the data basically in whatever style basically you want to finish basically. So they told that basically okay we will do one thing. We will first fill few data basically we will finish through Mount Everest. Few data we are going to finish through Himalaya mountain. Like this basically we will give few money to the government, that is to Uttar Pradesh government and Delhi government. Like this basically we will finish the data basically, because they are not leaving the industry basically, so we are finishing only. So like this basically one of the person to. In this basically few people told that basically we have to create few lesson also basically. So we will do one thing, we will take one few numbers basically, that person basically which is ongoing basically, उसकी पहले शादी करवा देते हैं. Like this each and everything basically we will do, we will finish his generation, and then basically we will record it each and everything basically, we have to record it basically, that we have done this, we have done that basically, because otherwise proof is not there na basically, because government says that we want proof basically, अंधा कानून है basically. So that was basically we want proof for each and everything basically. For that we will record the video, and then basically we will show the video, we will try and display the video in front of the government basically. So like this basically, otherwise government will not believe na basically, because government want proof basically. So like this basically they told that yes here basically we will do one thing, we will tell the government basically this is the basically thing basically, and take this proof basically. Now you can basically end this generation. Okay basically you end the generation, and the Supreme Court told that basically in future basically if you will react to us basically, then so they passed one more rule basically, after ending the generation throw him to Dubai also and kill him basically also. Like they passed the another one more basically rules and regulation. In that basically one time basically we will take that basically Sunil R Nair killed basically with the help of the Oxford University basically, that is the world group creation basically. Like this basically he was killed basically. And another side basically, that is opposite basically, they told that basically take the Sunil R Nair basically in the next generation. So both sides basically are there. So one of the person told that this 1 kilogram, 1 lakh kilogram basically sand creation basically, it's not so easy task basically. It's very tough task basically. Then into that yes here basically. It's very tough task basically. It's very tough task. It's very tough task basically. So testing system basically also see basically. Which kind of testing system is also created. So it told that yes basically. And how tough basically the system is also created. See basically yes here. Rocky talkie, this, that, basically SIM cards, internet, mobile, see basically each and everything you see na basically each and everything basically. Then it told that yes here basically. See basically 100 types of stories basically inside the Rocky talkie. See basically yes here basically. See infrastructure construction of work. Yes here. So here basically one of the thing is basically we have taken both sides basically. One is negative and positive side. So how basically negative and positive side, both side basically the data is going to generate. Here I have taken the example of myself only basically. Here I have taken the example. In really basically my Nasbandi has not done, my nothing basically has done of myself basically. I am just taking as an example. I am basically not killed also in Dubai. See basically I am there basically. See basically. I am here basically. See basically. So I am not killed also basically. So one of the person told that yes here basically. ये तो अभी भी जिंदा है देखिए. So like this basically things are there. So he told that yes here basically ये तो अभी भी जिंदा है. So that means it's not his story basically. इसकी नसबंदी भी नहीं हुई है. And he is basically has not got HIV/AIDS also. HIV/AIDS also basically one story I have told basically. That is also of not my basically. I just taken as an example basically. So he told that yes here basically. इसकी तो नसबंदी भी नहीं है, इसकी तो ये भी नहीं. हाँ but marriage has not happened basically. That is correct basically. So my future generation is not there basically. So I told basically universe group basically भाई अपना तो future generation नहीं है. So you can do whatever you want to do. So like this basically one of the person told that यार to create future generation, what are the technique basically created basically. So one of the technique basically created, that is this. So one of the person told that future generation basically connects up to what level basically. Then he told that future generation basically connects up to universe also basically. So one of the person told that how basically. For example, in Microsoft Sand basically 1 lakh people basically was used. Their 1 lakh energy basically was used, and the Microsoft planet basically got created. So when the Microsoft planet basically will start the human generation basically, that time basically the human souls basically which is going to create there basically, that will be from the 1 lakh people basically. That is future generation basically. So that 1 lakh people future generation, that is started basically. That is basically started basically. And that become basically universal level resource basically. They become universal level resource. So like this basically things are basically there. And the people basically which, that's why basically I am telling na basically that to create one sand basically how much hard work basically has done basically, and it has already done basically. And in this assume that basically if Sunil or Nair sand is not taken, then in future basically universe creation basically in universe basically Microsoft land is going to create na basically. That time basically Sunil or Nair generation will not go, and if that is created then basically Sunil or Nair generation will go basically. That is his marriage will happen, he is basically going to have a child, he will have the marriage, then marriage, after marriage he will get the child. Like this basically his generation will go basically future. If not taken then basically it will not go. So in next video basically we are going to see a little bit more about the sand creation, up to what level one sand creation is.